and it's ain't not the first time. It's gonna sound it sounds weird even me saying it out of my mouth. And you probably gonna look at me different, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So I have this friend, one of like the nicest people that I know. Like just he's a homie. I will even say that. Like this is like my homie. Will give me like shirt off his back, like rider.
Okay.
Right? And he was like, "Oh, I read like some of the what is it? I don't know if you'd call it. It's like Satan's Bible."
Okay.
And he's like, a lot of the stuff that's in there is not what you think. And I was taken back because I'm like, what you doing with that book anyway? What you doing?
I didn't know that book existed.
There definitely is. Bro, you got to YouTube some of that stuff. So that book, I believe it's claimed that it was written all in one night, and it's stupid amount of pages, like 600 pages.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is not possible. And the story is apparently that the person was a Christian person that sold himself to the devil so that he could write this book for Christians to avoid or something. It's some weird scenario. Probably probably screwed that up.
Yeah.
But it's something weird like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of the stuff that he said was in there was stuff like, believe in yourself. And I was like, oh, okay. And like fight for the things that you believe in. I was like, oh, this gets a little like dicey because I'm like, I believe those things. I agree with those things. I even think Christians believe for those things. Lines get real blurry there, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a weird thing, and so I asked him too. I'm like, what would make you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you pick this book up and decide to read it? And he was like, you know what? Honestly, Mike, like my experience with so many like Christian people has been so bad that I wanted to see what the other side was like.
Wow.
I wanted to see like if this is like this, and I've had all these bad experiences and this horrible, like met all these like horrible people, then if I do the opposite, what's on that side? So that's why I brought this up to you, right? And I thought it was such a, honestly, it scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
It scared me a little bit. I'm like, it made me feel a little off.
Times like this frustrate me because I'm like, I read the Bible, but
Again, don't come at me, bro.
I don't have
come
the-
at me.
No, I'm not coming at you. I'm not coming at you. Times like this frustrate me because I read the Bible, but I never know like the exact quote or verse
To say.
to reference what I want to talk about, and I think that's so cool. By the way, like when you can relate the Bible in a verse to a specific conversation, I think that's one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
And I pray every day that I get the wisdom to get to that point.
Yeah.
I think that's so fire. But I do know this, that the devil and Satan tries to trick us.
Yeah, that's
Tries to throw those blinders up and tries to trick us.
Says, yeah.
And like him creating that book is like, oh yeah, look what I believe. Come follow me. I'm trying to finesse you. Really, this is what I really believe. But no, man.
Yeah.
He just wants you to follow him. Same reason he's gonna give you all the riches and everything that you want right away if you follow, the darkness. Don't worry about doing the long haul. Here, I give you your Ferrari now. Come over here, brah. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah.
I think he throws those blinders up, and Satan tricks us a lot. Just like I know there's the one story in the Bible where he tells dude to jump off the cliff, and like if you really believe there's a God gonna catch you. I mean, like. No, you don't test God like that. You know what I mean? Like, you believe? Okay, he'll catch you. Go jump off the cliff. Yeah. But yeah, man, he's trying to throw them blinders up. You know what I mean? So Satan could easily write a book or trick this Christian. Go back, tell your Christian friends, this is what I really believe. Tell them they can follow me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could happen. That could happen, you know. And there's got to be something in the Bible that references
Yeah.
how this man go trick.
I thought it was interesting.
This man
I
go
thought it was
trick.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether it's a trick or not, I don't know. But it seems plausible. Just again from the knowing what I know, he was a fallen angel.
Yeah.
So he believed in himself, and he thought again he was a higher power than God, and his ideas were just as good, and like he should be able to like kind of walk his own path.
Yeah.
So it kind of like made sense to me in that regard. But yeah, anyways, just a
If I'm a bad person, I'm tricking somebody, bro.
yeah.
I'm tricking somebody.
It was just going back to seeing what's on the other side. I think we as people need to, especially now, is challenge ourselves to do that more often.
Yeah, I agree.
know.
I agree. And I'm gonna start, man. I'm gonna
at
start.
my
I've already
po-
started, but
even like in my point where I was really really into the Bible, like I decided I'm gonna read other things. I want to know what are they saying?
Yeah.
What's the similarities and stuff, and what's the overall message?
yeah,
And to me, like I think we talked about that before. The overall message is be a good person. Like
Yeah.
treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And if you do that, like the 10 Commandments, but if you treat people like you want to be treated,
Yeah.
you follow all of those anyway.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah.
Way off topic.
Yeah.
It's just it jumped in my mind when you're talking about Satan.
Yeah.
And I'm not in any way trying to relate it to.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on like
boy.
David Blaine and like magic?